So, if you look at the current economy, do you think it's actually tougher for startups to raise funds, or do you think it's much easier because now we have all these AI tools and resources? So the other day I was interviewing another YC company. Both founders, they were first-time founders. They had no idea how to raise funds. So they created a little tool to simulate a dozen VCs to help them sharpen their pitches. And finally, they closed the C round. So do you think these AI tools actually made startup fundraising much easier nowadays?
I think it's both easy and hard. I think the easy part, what I mean by that is there's a lot of interest in investing in AI startups. So there's a lot of capital available that want to deploy for the right product. So it's definitely easier than before because everyone's ready and a lot of people are capitalized. I think it's harder for startups to raise capital now because the bar is a lot higher because it's easier given the maturity and tools and resources available to build something really fast. But then if everyone can move very fast, then you're competing on who can move the faster or the fastest and who's building the product the best or better than the other ones and who's getting that early product market fit signal. So I think the bar just moves up a lot higher. And not to mention, maybe just to go back to your earlier question on AI bubble. AI bubble is something that's been talked about right now, and as venture capital professionals, everyone's thinking about it, and therefore they are probably little bit more cautious. So we've all seen these headlines in the news of companies raising $200 million on a billion valuation. So it sounds a little too frothy, sounds a little too rich. So a lot of VCs are trying to think about, okay, well, we still want to make the returns for LPs, and therefore maybe we want to consider startups that are not raising on a hype narrative on a super expensive valuation. So I think the bar for startups to build to a point to differentiate themselves is higher, and to compete for capital at a reasonable valuation is also higher. So it's a bit of a mix.